An extremely violent, wanton, and highly deplorable protest by Khalistan Sikh separatists happened against India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar at London today. Many people term it surprising, but I am not surprised by what happened in London because London is the cradle of Sikh separatism. This is the hotbed of Khalistani violence. This is the place where they roam around scot free. During the last few years, several such incidences have been reported from London. In 2023, there was a highly deplorable and violent attack against India's High Commission in London. Right from 1960s, the United Kingdom was very particular to give asylum to Khalistani separatists. This is not a coincidence. This is not a one-off event. Actually, attacks against India have been the norm throughout the history in London. Can you think that, or can you imagine all those happen without the silent permission of British authorities? Absolutely not. I don't think it can happen in United Kingdom with against the will of the UK government. Today when this violent protest happened, when Indian flag was desecrated, the British police were standing there as mute spectators. The role of police is not just to act when somebody is killed or somebody is physically attacked. The goal of the police or the role of the police is to prevent any such attacks. It is not they should not just act after a violence occurred. They should prevent a violence. I am sure that British authorities are not foolish not to know such concepts. This happened actually because they turned a blind eye towards such reports. I am sure they might have got an intelligence report also. Every country has got an intelligence wing. So I prefer to believe that the British intelligence is not so inefficient. So let's go to the bottom of the whole issue. Welcome to Insights. I am Hari Kumar. Let's take a look into the rise of terrorism from the recent days to the past. Let's walk down from the current situation. Let's take a walk down the memory lane. The latest of the violent attacks against Indians include 2023 attack against Indian High Commission. The Indian flag was desecrated. The High Commission was vandalized. India protested strongly. So, if had the British taken India's response seriously, I am sure today's incident would not have happened. So, this is the today's incident is a clear evidence that the British government doesn't value the opinion of India. They don't care about the opinion of government of India. The same events or the same issue happened in Canada. So, India, there is a pattern in such violences. The Western world thinks that India is a soft state and they can do anything against India. I am sure this would not have happened against even a minister from Pakistan. You know, the United Kingdom is really afraid of Pakistan. Even the expatriate Pakistans in the UK, they would not dare to do any such thing. Hundreds of British girls are being lured by gangs from Pakistan, raped and humiliated in every way. Did Britain take any action against Pakistan because of this? Absolutely not. Because these British people are afraid, they are cowards. So this is in the case of India, they take a different policy. They get aggressive. Whenever they see an Indian, they will try to attack us. To compensate for their weaknesses, they want to show their bravery by attacking people who are civilized. It is the meek response or stoic suffering of India that leads to such a situations. I think if a leader of a particular country is attacked in any other country, what will be the immediate response? I'm sure that that country, that leader will call off the visit and immediately return. I don't know whether Mr. Jaishankar is going to do that. India is not going to lose anything by severing ties with the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom nowadays needs India as much as India needs the UK. We don't need the UK. Actually, India has invested a huge lot in the United Kingdom. Among the top 10 billionaires or richest people in the United Kingdom, I think three or four are Indians. The United Kingdom lacks the influence and power which they once wielded. So I think we should be able to respond in kind. Otherwise, I am sure that such violences against India, such desecration of India's institutions will continue to happen. What would have happened if one protester had physically attacked India's foreign minister? I am sure that sometimes things will get out of the hand. If such a thing had happened against a visiting US dignitary, what would be the response of the United States? You need to remember that the First World War began when King Ferdinand was killed by Serbian extremists in another country. So, this can happen to world wars. If a leader of one country is attacked in another country, there is every right for that country to declare war on the other country. I am not advocating war against the UK. But here, what I am saying is that the UK is not taking complaints raised by India seriously. I have many examples before me. In 1969, the father of Khalistani terrorism, Jagjit Singh Chauhan, he ran away from India and took asylum in the United Kingdom. He lived there for many years and he organized Khalistani separatist movement from there. In 1984 June, Jagjit Singh Chauhan gave an interview to the British Broadcasting Corporation saying that India's Prime Minister Indira Gandhi and her family will be obliterated, they will be killed. And nothing happened. He was not arrested. Only thing is that the then British Prime Minister Margaret Thatcher put some restrictions on him. Can you imagine Jagjit Singh Brar or any other criminal making such comments against any other world leader and continuing to live in another country? Never. No country will allow that. So India was a soft state right from the early days. In 1984, after a few months after the interview of Jagjit Singh Chauhan, Indira Gandhi was shot dead by her own Sikh security guards. Then, in 1985, an Air India flight from Delhi to London via Canada was blasted. A bomb blast happened. The bombs were planted inside the flight by Khalistani separatists. And one of the masterminds of that blast was given asylum in the United Kingdom. Many such things have happened in the past. London has been a haven for Khalistani separatists. And they lived there fearlessly and they planned attacks against India. It's only now that India has started responding, especially against Canada. I think India should show the same attitude towards United Kingdom. If India can respond in kind towards Canada, why not against the United Kingdom? This is that they are not a big power nowadays. They lack power. Recently, the British Prime Minister was humiliated in public by US President Donald Trump. He asked the British Prime Minister, I don't know what is his name, Stammer or Starmer, whatever be it. He was asked if they could fight Russia alone. If United Kingdom refuses to help the UK, will the UK be able to fight Russia? Absolutely not. I am sure that UK will be nuked in no time by Vladimir Putin. See how respectfully Vladimir Putin or even Xi Jinping and President Donald Trump receives Indian ministers and dignitaries, and you look at the contempt shown by the British authorities towards India, this is absolutely unpardonable. Reciprocity is the keyword in diplomacy currently. So India has a right to reciprocate. Had this happened to a visiting dignitary from the UK in India, how would have the United Kingdom responded? I am eager to know about this. I think India should act firmly, and Britain should hereafter Britain should learn a lesson. If this is allowed to carry on, I am sure that no Indian leader will be safe when he goes to London. Perhaps the British authorities will connive to against Indian authorities. Let us see how India is going to respond in the coming days. Meet you with more updates. Till then, goodbye.